Hello everyone, another short video about one of the tasks that we have done several times in the past and with a small variation. So basically it's the issue where you want the new action from the menu to hide it but still be able to do new inline on the grid. So if we come here, basically we want them to be able to add new records here. But we don't want them to actually to open a detail view. So we want to remove the new action and still allow them to do inline edit. So if let's try to do it without running it again. So let's see how that goes. If we come here, no, this is not the right project. If we come here and basically let's put a breakpoint here and let's close the view. I don't want to save. Let's go back to this one. Let's open. And now, if we make this controller, this new object action false, and let's save, we don't have it here, but we also lost the, the item row. So we cannot create a new item here in the list view. So that's the main issue, that we need to be able to create new records here, but disabling the new object action. So real simple. The only thing that we have to do, and I want to mention that we have the new item row position in the model set to top. So basically the things that we have to do here is let's do the same thing. Let's go out and back. So we hit the breakpoint and we do our changes. So that way we don't have to recompile the application because as Jose has seen, my Zoom is killing my Visual Studio. So we're gonna take also the new item row list view controller and we're gonna hook to the custom calculate new item row position and we're gonna put it to top in code, not only on the model. And we're gonna make the action false as we did in the past. And that's basically it. If we run it now, I don't know if I saved. You see that we don't have the new, but we have the ability to add new actions on the grid. Now, we did this, and then our students say, no, that's not what I want. I want to have the new action that doesn't open the detail view, that directly creates the new record, but I don't want this empty line here. I want that there is no line, and when I click new, the new record gets created. All right, so I say, well, let's do a little bit of a XAF hack, and I'm gonna stop it just for a second. And basically, what we did here, let me see if I still have it right here, was we trigger in the object created event, we cancel the operation. So XAF will not create the object for us. Then we are going to create the children object by hand. We're gonna, in this case, there is no required property, but we're gonna fill any property that we need, and then we're gonna get from the frame the view current object that is the parent object, and we're gonna pass it. Of course, we can make it that depending of the view where you are. In this case, we don't need to do anything else. We don't need to commit. We don't need to refresh because we want that if they create the object but then realize that they don't want it, that they are able to actually cancel the operation and leave. So if we run it now, what I like about this example is that every client or every student has a different question, a different needs, and we can always stop what XAF is doing and do it ourselves. We can, okay, we have to create a new object, let's do it by hand. Let's not be relying on the framework. We can do it. We have all part of the framework, we have access to it. And now we will see how Zoom is slowing down my Visual Studio, but in just a little bit, we'll see the end result. I start to itch when things start taking that long. All right. Right, it's coming. All right, so if we go now to our parent object, let's take the predicate point out. We don't need it anymore. You see that we have the new and we forgot to remove the top, so we can do it now. But basically the idea here will be to click new and it will add the new record. You click here, you type anything you want. Let's say that, all right, you don't want to save this change. You can just cancel the changes and you will be good to go. Now, this row is showing because we forgot to, we don't need the, we forgot to change this on the model. New item row position, we should put it back to none. And I'm not gonna run it again because as you have seen, it's taking a little bit, but if you remove this to none, this action will not be showing, this row here. So that's it for this video. Small and simple thing, but I think that it's worth to mention the possibilities that we can always stop XAF and do our own thing. Anything to add, Jose?
No, that's great.
All right, guys, see you in the next video.